All right, welcome back to another night of late night inspiration. I'm your host, Doc Freeman. Hey, listen, we're starting a little late. Really didn't start late tonight, but we're really gonna get to it a little bit late tonight. But what I do want to get you guys prepped for is this Black Friday sale with Waves. Listen, this is gonna be crazy. The last sale that they had, I got a lot of money off my stuff. And I know that there's some of you out there that are looking to build some of your things up. So this is the spot that you want to come to if you want to do some introductory stuff as far as like with machine, um, basic stuff with dolls. I'll get you started, but of course, you got to add your own flavor to everything. But before that, you always got to stick to the basics. It's like basketball. You got to learn how to do everything that's textbook before you can start hot dogging. So we'll be back in about 60 seconds. While I get everything set up, we're gonna do some creating tonight, and I'll spread the love. All right, what's up, y'all? Doc Freeman of the Doc Freeman Show. Yeah, we definitely gonna get into something tonight. We're gonna get it rolling. Try to make some music tonight. Finish it because that's what we do. We finish what we start, and we stick to the plan. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use some of my favorite Waves plugins, and I'm gonna focus on the drums a little bit with some of these. Because that's what I like to have very prevalent in the music that I make as far as the hip hop music and everything. So we're gonna switch to that, and we're gonna switch this music off, switch this mic off in a second as well. And as soon as we get everything loaded up, I'll give you guys the good news. Stay tuned. All right. So we're just waiting for this session to load up. I might have to actually start dumping some stuff, and that's sad for me right now. This computer's been going strong. Um, as far as that too, while I'm talking about it, if you guys need any type of PC builds that do anything as far as video editing, music editing, things of that sort, check me out on Twitter at KevJ Productions. I'm gonna start tweeting some builds, and I might actually share my build, my specs, and everything in the comments a little bit later, and share that as well for some of you guys out there using stuff like, you know, After Effects, Photoshop, Machine. A very big hog. It's not as bad as a hog. It's something like Pro Tools or Logic. Logic, you can't even run iTunes at the same time when you're running it. I mean, why would you? But that's the way how you figure out that it crashes it. It's gotten a lot better since version 7. Because I remember Logic used to have 7 Express, all these funky versions and everything. But, you know, they got it together. Nevertheless, before we jump into any of this, I want to give a special shout out to my man Cuban Pete, C75 Designs, MC, artist, graphic artist, dope all around individual. CP has a new single out now called Lies, and it's to spark the night brighter than the many fireworks going off for Guy Fawkes Bonfire Night. I quote. You can check CP out at c75live.com, and you can hear that music there as well on all streaming platforms. Show him some love. But what we're going to do, we're going to jump into this. Definitely check him out. We're going to jump into this session. So one of the things that I wanted to pull up was one of the songs from our late night inspiration. This is something that was just done up on the spot on the last one. As you notice, I have a pattern here under one shots, and I got a clip here. If you want to look at the videos as far as what clips are and what you can do with them, like how you can slide them like this, slide them anywhere, place them in the arranger view, you might want to check one of my older videos out. I'm going to try to put one here, somewhere. If you don't find it there, look at the end of the video. I'll do that after it's finished. So, anyway. So one of the cool things that I want to get into on this one is your low end. You know, we're talking about your drums. We're talking about your bass line. And the purpose that I want to get into this is this. Because without these plugins, it would sound a whole hell of a lot different. What plugins am I talking about? Waves plugins. I want to hit it one time for y'all. Be inspired, stay inspired. Waves has kept me inspired with these plugins right here. Check this out. My man Jasper the Filmy's in the house. Big shout out to Jasper. So I'm going to solo these drums for a second. You can do that by right clicking if you're using Machine and just using the mouse. And I'm just going to turn this off. This is the Waves plugin. This is Torque Stereo. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I start from the beginning, we won't see any drum. So I'm going to start from the verse portion. All right, drums are cool, right? So that's without Torque Stereo. Now this is with. Big difference. Big difference. Without. With. Check this out. It says that it's clipping here, but you don't have to worry about it. On some instruments, you can do that. And make sure I'm coming through here. Okay, yeah, on some instruments, you can do that. On others, you can't. But here, what we did, we focused on the 98 hertz region. And what's cool is you get the visualizer here with it. You're really supposed to listen with your ears, close your eyes, all that good stuff. But sometimes the visualizer helps. For those that aren't as keen on knowing what the frequency ranges are and stuff like that. Which, you know, we all start from somewhere. You're not going to jump into something knowing everything. So that's number one right there. And another cool thing about this too is that Waves is having a Black Friday sale. So you get the early bird one too for this. And the cool thing about Waves is they give you plugins like when you buy some. So you could do like a buy two, get three free or something like that. But on this one it starts week 1's November 4th through the 10th. So it just started yesterday. They got 20 plug-in deals this week only. And they say lowest prices of the year. I'm not sure about that. I got my diamond bundle from there. They say they got bundles from $59.99 and plugins from $29.99, which is cool. Which is cool because you could do a whole a la carte thing, or you get a whole bundle. So version 12 is out right now, which I'm running. And the cool thing about it, you have to put all your licenses on something like a thumb drive. I suggest a thumb drive. I have a I have a Western Digital external drive that I'm using right now that I keep mine on, and I gotta lug that around with my iLok on top of it for my Pro Tools. So what really would be nice is if iLok, if you guys are checking in, anybody from iLok or from any of these companies, it would be nice if you could store more stuff on your iLok, like the licenses for Waves too. You guys should be hand in hand with this. But anyway, that's just a suggestion. It's only my opinion. Nobody's wrong for having an opinion, right? So what you're listening to right now is just the drums. And this is the drums from the track that I did on the last Late Night Inspiration. Of course, I like to, make sure that we do it and see everything through. I figured this is a good example. Now, check this out. So, listen how they sit in the mix. I'll bring it all the way from the beginning so you can hear the actual mix of the pads and the keys and everything. So, of course, you got to do your normal compression, EQ, and all that good stuff. This helps out a lot because you can tune your drums and you can control the dynamics at the same time. So let's look at another instrument right now too. And that's our bass line. All right, so this is Bass Rider. Oh, you guys can't see Bass Rider. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that was a fumble, y'all. Hold on. So I'm going to get it to where you guys can see everything on here. I thought we were all good. Give me a second. All right, we're back in action, y'all. So this is Bass Rider. Bass Rider is a dope one. But just in case you guys didn't see that, what I want to do is bring you back because you probably didn't see Torque either. So let's get the Torque. You guys got to see this and how it works. So If I start just with the drums again, without torque, with torque. This is cool because, like, if you use other stuff that changes the tune of your instruments, like even if you're using something like MIDI. So this is all MIDI here. This is just the MIDI performance. It's not gonna throw it out of time or anything. This is all real time. It has two versions. It has the three versions: stereo, mono, and live with different versions, stereo, mono, and everything. Because maybe you want to do your drums separately and have it go to one of these for each bus if you want to. Good luck on that. You're gonna need a whole lot more memory. I could probably do it for probably 4 to 8 tracks and feel comfortable. But that's another story. But yeah, that's going back to torque. Now going to the bass line. I'm gonna solo that. Right click right there. So Bass Rider, that's the next one. And with Bass Rider, this does very good with side chaining. So you can do your side chaining without having audio leaks go to a channel. And you can do this properly with this. And all side chaining is basically pushing the bass out of the way of whatever instruments, like, the kick drum for the most part, so it's not muddy, and other instruments, all your instruments really, so that it could fit in the right frequency. And it has a ton of different presets on here too that I like. But typically what I'll do, I'll grab one and I'll just tune it to my own liking or whatever the song is doing for me. So that's 2 right there. Focusing on drums again and your low end. So if I play that without it, that's going to the whole group. Yeah, it sounds louder, but louder doesn't always mean better. So when I hit it, it still has the same frequency range, but it's also not clipping. And this is just 2 plugins. This is just 2 plugins. So potentially, let me go back to this. So this is the sale right here. I would highly recommend getting in on this. Like I said, I got the diamond bundle. I'm very happy. You can do upgrades too. If you already have any of this, you can do all that as well. V12 is out now. And these combos, get in there now. Did an earlier video where I was using Ovox on there too. For you singer-songwriters out there, this is a dope instrument for you as well. Like even if you just want to lay down dry and wet vocals or create. I mean, you create your own template. If you really want to be ahead of the game like that, create your own template and take that into a studio. Have something saved for yourself. That's a completely different video. Get into that at a different time. But this is where you want to be at. The sale started yesterday. And see how they do? Early bird bonus savings. 30% off second plugin, 40 off the third one, and 50 off the fourth. So they may not be doing free ones. Sometimes you have to wait till the end of the transaction. But I got a whole bunch of free stuff when I did mine. This is good right here too, this multi-band compressor. That's really good for your low end. The SSL collections, the CLA compressors, that whole suite, man, it all depends on what you want out of it. But me personally, let's get back to this. So as you can see right there, it's just ducking the low end for you automatically. You just set the range and it automates it by itself. This is necessary. Bass Rider is very necessary in my opinion. Very, very, very necessary. So we have those two. And what else can I show you? I got nothing on those. That's just good old Contact. You guys want to see what my Contact VSTs are? I don't use many of them. The last one that I actually purchased right here was Session Horns. We go over that. Yeah, we go over that. We go over Session Horns. Let's do that. So that's the brass. That's this hook section that I put together. I play the hook through the bridge here. And I'll show you what I did with this too. So I kept it, I tried to make it as analog as possible with this because, you know, we're using all digital sounds here. It's not really being converted because everything's on the computer. So if I'm not using the D to A or A to D or anything like that, that's coming soon. But this is from a plugin that I'm using right here. Let's see if I can get back to it. There we go. Sorry, I'm using more than one screen. So what I did with my horns, I did this right here. Let's see if I can close all of this. Whatever. So what I did, of course, I bounced that, but Session Horns is the latest Contact NKI file or just like instrument that I picked up. So I like this because there's a couple things you can do with it. You know, it has the humanized function. You can control the width, the reverb directly in it. It also has different styles of sounds. You can change the dynamic control as far as linear velocity, soft, hard. You can fool with the expression. And this one right here is for a single articulation. So right here where it says section setup. So it's like trumpet 1, trumpet 2. You can do a full section. You can do trumpets, trombones. You can just mix it up. The way how the voice does on here is polyphonic. You can split it. You can do it as like a legato. It all depends on what section of the song you're doing or what type of feel you're doing. But what I did, I stacked a couple of these. And I just changed the tune on them myself to a tune of my liking that fits the song itself. And there you go. But I'm pretty sure that there's some other brass VSTs that I could be using. But this is the one I'm using currently. And I would definitely recommend it because, you know, you can just use your ear and do what you want. Right now I'm using headphones, so it's not going to sound as good as it does on monitors or in the car to me personally. So that's what I'm using right there. You're not going to get that from Waves. That's just strictly Native Instruments right there, baby. Shout out to them for that. So what else we got going on in here? I think that's about it right now. Of course, you know, big shout out on the arcade, using that by Output. But again, you know, take advantage of this. Take advantage of this Black Friday early bird special. I think I spent probably like $300, and I got over like $3,000 worth of stuff. You know, no exaggeration. If you look at some of the prices on here, like the bundles, look at this. So the SSL collection, if you just want something for just straight mixing, just like the old school SSL big board style plugins. Instead of $750, you pay $130 for this. I'm not gonna do all $99. I think that's all psychology. That's all that is. So you got those, the one knob series. Those are cool. You get the pumper version. You get the filter version. They're just basically like what they say, one knob version of how to tune something, like the filter, the dynamic range, etc., etc. You can get some of everything in here. Mercury, I think, is probably the most complete one that you can get for everything that you need right out the box, but it's also $23. How much it typically is. Had this at one point, but it was just way more than what I actually needed. Got a chance to actually use some of this. Yeah, definitely buy these, because if you get a version that is not licensed, it's most likely gonna have a virus, or they're gonna have like spyware and stuff on there, because you're using the product without paying them for it. So definitely support them. This is the bundle that I got right here. So just to show you guys what I got out of it. All this in here, and they're very friendly. Waves chat. I don't think I need help right now. But look at all of these, man. These ultra maximizers. These are good, definitely for like final mix, especially with drums. Like I said, we're focusing on drums right now, so this is really good. The L3LL is actually the one that I'm using on this mix, I believe. No, I'm not yet, at least. Just for the drums on this one. This is a kit. Again, big shout out to the community drive for Native Instruments. I mean, they got different kits in there from like Just Blaze. There's a couple people on there. And these are free drum kits. All you need is Native Access, Native Instruments account, and you have free access to it. But yeah, that's what I got out of that. So anyway, with using just those couple of plugins, I was able to construct this song 100% off of that. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, get in there. If you guys are building up your stuff right now, get in there, save some money. Hopefully nobody's going and traveling during these American holiday seasons. And said my voice is low. Appreciate that. Yeah, I hope nobody's really traveling during these holiday seasons. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna save some money. If this is the producer community, the engineer community, pretty sure you guys already know. But as far as the beginners, people are still out there getting their feet wet. This is definitely the time to jump in. Single guys, gals, everyone else. That's the place to get it at. So, without further ado, we're gonna shut this down. That was the latest track right there. What I'll do, I'll play that going out. You guys let me know how you feel about it. It's most likely gonna go up on BeatStars either tonight or tomorrow. And I may just put this on streaming so that you can just listen to it if that's your thing. A lot of people like to just listen to the instrumentals, hip hop, lo-fi, whatever type of instrumentals. Cool with it. Just give the credit and tell people to come, like, comment, subscribe. You do the same yourself. And we'll be back here Sunday. Yeah, we'll be back here Sunday for the Who Abouts with my man Jasper the Filmy. And like that, we're out and we shall return. Thank y'all for staying tuned. And until next time,